All right, guys. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Excellent. Look, thank you guys for coming. Hopefully we can spend a great hour together. We have a lot of friends from around the world, from Europe, of course. We have a lot of friends from the US that came here today as well. Many of them, perhaps first time in IFA, first time in Berlin. We have friends from Australia. Yeah, from Australia. We have friends from Asia, from China. So thank you guys for coming today. Thank you very much. Look, this is our 15th year at IFA. And over 15 years, we have done so many great product innovation and introduction here at IFA. This is a great window, a great avenue for us to introduce ourselves, our brand, our products to everybody around the world. And this year is not different. Hopefully, later on, I'm going to show you some great innovations that you guys are going to love. And for those of you that know us, know the ECOVACS Robotics brand, and know me, but today I'm here on behalf of the ECOVACS Group. So not just the ECOVACS Robotics brand, but also a great brand, Tineco, right? So they make great, smart home appliances. And as you can see, some of the products that are here are produced by us. And today, in our 27th years, we have done a lot of amazing things. We're the #1 floor cleaning company out of China. Cumulatively, we're the #1 robotics vacuum brand in the world. With Tineco and its great products, we're the #1 wet and dry floor cleaning brand in the world. And of course, we have expanded beyond just floor cleaning. With our window cleaning robot, Wimbot, we're also the #1 brand in the world. So I can confidently speak and say that we truly believe we understand robotics best in the floor cleaning industry, and we also understand floor cleaning best in the robotics industry. And later on, I'm going to show you why. So our insights on making a great product, it stands on 2 pillars. #1, the great robot should have intelligence, performance, and great functionality. The other pillar is a pillar of the thought of 3 S's: space, setting, service. So what do I mean by that? Space. It means the robot has spatial recognition, spatial perception. So the robot's understanding of the physical reality in the environment. And all of this is possible by the array of LiDARs and sensors that's in the robot. #2, setting, semantic perception. So not just understanding physically that there's something in front of it, but also understanding exactly what it is. So this is powered by computer vision, powered by strong AI algorithms. And last but not least, service. And when we talk about service, we mean controls. So the robot has the capability leveraging from its understanding of space and setting and accurately control what it should do in certain environments. For example, if it sees a stain on the floor in front of it, it's able to automatically control its motors, lift up its brush, but continually using only the Ozmo roller to pick up stain. Right? So this is what makes a great robot. So over the years, because of these understandings, I think we have done some amazing innovations that we have pioneered in the industry. We were the first to introduce the wet and dry solution. We were the first to introduce the Omni Station. As you can see around you, almost the de facto form factor in the industry. Now, of course, last year we were the first to introduce the roller in the robot. And outside of that, the amount of sensors that were introduced, the first to introduce the DTOF LiDAR, which is now stable in the industry, structured light sensors, AI cameras, embedded voice assistants, all of these are amazing innovations that have come into the industry in the last decade and really propelled the industry ahead. And today is no different. Let's look back 5 years ago when we introduced, in 2021, the Deebot X11. This was a landmark product in the industry because all of the innovations that I mentioned previously were put in this product. The first Omni station, the first product with an embedded voice assistant, the first product with a long-distance DTOF sensor. And this has become almost the de facto product of a good robot that you can buy on market today. And of course, a lot of the other players and the other brands have followed the same path. And what you can see is very often you have undifferentiated competition. But if you know ECOVACS, you know me, you know us, you know we like to be different. You know we like to present something new. So we really believe our thinking shapes our products, and our products, it shapes the industry. So today I'm very, very proud to introduce the Deebot X11. As you can see, it looks different. Yeah, it looks completely different. So what we have done is many, many different innovations have gone into this product. Number one, the station itself. So compared to the sandwich architecture, which I would like to call that we have pioneered, where you have water tanks at the top, you have a dust bag empty system in the middle, and you have robot at the bottom. We have completely reinvented this into a pillared architect. So reinventing the station architecture. And we also think it looks great, right? Because now more and more customers are buying a robot. The robot with the station really is becoming a stationary fixture in your living spaces. So it has to look great. And we really believe whether it's in modern, simplistic living rooms, French classics, or modern chic, it's just a product that looks great in your living room. I really like it. I have one at home. It fits in beautifully. Now, of course, I'm not just talking about design and aesthetics. What really matters is the functionality. So let's look at the traditional dust empty station, right? The biggest differences that you guys can see today. And because we have done vacuums for so long, and because I think many of you do know vacuums as well, you know that over the years in the vacuum industry, the dust bag system is an outdated system, right? Almost all vacuums come with a cyclonic system. That's because with dust section, with the dust bag as the filtering system, over time you have suction loss and performance decay. So, thank you for that. So, over time you have suction loss, and because people are using robots longer than ever, more often than ever, right? The suction loss is actually a pain. The other, of course, is repurchases. I mean, who likes repurchases? Nobody likes them, right? And if you do understand robot, if you know that, if you leave it on the floor and if you have to change the dust bag, very often you have to kneel down, right? Reach in the dust bag, and when you pull it out, some dust gets in your face, right? It gets your hands dirty as well. So it's not that great of a system. Yes, we invented it, but back then, you know, we had to fit everything in the form factor. But over the years, with amazing engineering, we have made the product smaller, but also we believe we could have done something different. So introducing the Deebot X11 OmniCyclone. This is powered by the Pure Cyclone 2.0, a truly dust bag-free empty solution. So it uses a multi-cyclone layer for dust-air separation. It has a high vacuuming pressure. It has no suction loss over time. And it has a big, big dust bin. So you can use it as well as you like. And what I really love is ECOVACS is eco-friendly. So by having this innovation just with the Deebot X11, our forecast is next year with this innovation, we can save about 2 million pieces of dust bag savings. Right? So this is really saving the planet. And we believe as perhaps others follow up, right, we're going to leave behind the dust bag solution, but truly moving forward towards eco-friendly. Now, thank you. Now, outside of this, what else could we have done with the station? Is there more that can be done? Of course there is. So when our engineers looked at, because of this redesign, what else we could have done, we looked at what are some of our customers' pain points. And if you understand robots, you understand that over the years, a lot of new functions, new features have been added to the robot. You have now more compute power that's needed to drive the AI algorithms. You have more motors to control. And you need to have great suction power. So all of this is a drainage on the battery system. So over time, we have realized that a lot of our customers are not finishing the cleaning process due to not enough battery size, or they're not activating all the full features of the robot that we could provide because, again, they feel like they are uncomfortable that the robot does not finish a cleaning process. So, of course, our engineers are not that ignorant. What we have done is we've added battery capacity. So if you look over the years, we went from, in the industry, 2,600 milliamps to 3,200 milliamps to 5,200 milliamps to 6,400 milliamps. Right? There's one solution to this is increase battery size. And this is true. But can this continue? Can we continue to add up more batteries? Well, we also know the customers want the product to be smaller, thinner, right? And with all the motors that we had to fit in, we could not continuously increase the battery size. So what we have done with the station is a truly unique innovation. I would like to introduce Powerboost. So, what is Powerboost? Powerboost is a complete re-engineering of our battery system, battery management system, how we supply power to the robot through the station. Number one, we have introduced the gallium nitride programmable power supply. It's able to charge a robot at 18 volts, 10 amps. So a lot of power can be given to the robot in a very short time. We even have to re-engineer the charging sharpness between the station and the robot so it can be completely safe. We also have to re-engineer our own power control BMS control algorithms, leveraging all the sensors that we could have in the robot to make sure that we're supplying efficiently and safely. And of course, it also comes with a big battery, 6,400 milliamps pouch battery. The pouch battery is a safer battery construct compared to the traditional cell battery. It also lasts longer. The lifespan of battery lasts about 60% longer than the traditional cell battery. So what you get out of Powerboost is when the robot now goes back to the charging station for the refill of water or cleaning its rollers, within the 3-minute window, we can have a 6% increase in battery refill. So what you can do now is what we like to call perpetual run. So technically, the battery does not run out. Right? Every time the robot goes back to the station, it's refilled. Very much like the phones that we have, the cars that we have, right? Fast charging. So what you can do is say goodbye to your battery anxiety. It can now very comfortably clean up to 500 square meters. With our adaptive software, even 1,000 square meters can be cleaned. Right? So no longer worrying about battery. Now, because of this great system that we can now provide in the X11 OmniCyclone, we're unlocking all the capabilities of our cleaning systems. So number one is our blast system. So the blast system was introduced last year. We call it the boosted large airflow suction technology. So our understanding of cleaning, because of our history in the industry, is that you have to maximize airflow and you have to have strong suction power. But over the years, a lot of the emphasis was on suction power. But when you're not creating enough airflow, you're not getting enough dust into the motors, into the dustbin. So what we have done is putting in a pouch battery that gives it enough power, driving the 100-watt self-developed high-torque brushless motor, and also using the motor to drive a larger fan, right? Improving the fan blade width so that more air can be picked up, creating a larger airflow and picking up more dust, more pet hair, whatever you have on the floor. So now with Powerboost, we know that the customer that love Blast, over the years, they love Blast. They say it cleans better than ever, the carpet cleaning, the pet hair cleaning. But they always had the battery anxiety. So now with Powerboost, they no longer need to worry about turning our whole suction feature to maximum power. So however, now Blast is empowered by Powerboost. The number 2 feature that we have is increase in dust removal, 100% increase in large particle pickup. It's completely power sufficient, and there's no more cleaning interruptions. So outside of Blast, many of you that love the Deebot X8 that we introduced last year at IFA, it's been a great product. Just since last year until now, we have sold more than 1.5 million units of our Deebots with the roller system around the world. So the customers are really loving that the roller is now a better cleaning function compared to the traditional mopping pads. Because now you're able to actually pick back up liquids instead of using a traditional mopping pad system where liquids just draw down to the floor. So the Ozmo roller is great, and we have updated the Ozmo roller, now with Ozmo Roller 2.0. It has new high-density nylon mop. It has now a new True Edge 3.0. And we believe with this system, stain has nowhere to hide in your home. So the Ozmo Roller 2.0 with extra tough, high-density nylon mop. Why have we done this? Well, we asked our customers. And they told us what they least like about cleaning is tough stains. Right? Even though the robot is great for dust pickup, hair pickup, even though it can mop the floors, some tough stains the robot was not able to deal with. And with the Ozmo Robot 2.0, we're very confident it can clean dust, all the tough stains, better than ever. As you can see, compared to dual plate mop, vibrating flat mop, or track mop, the Ozmo Roller 2.0 gives you a complete clean experience. So, it has an increase in high rolling speed, instant self-washing with the water renewal system. It has a high-density nylon mop, and the X11 OmniCyclone station is now equipped with heavy-duty cleaning liquid. So compared with chemistry, a stronger force applied to the roller, we believe tough stain have nowhere to hide. And we have also upgraded our True Edge system, the True Edge 3.0. So it has a total now 1.5 centimeter roller extension to reach all the deep edges. Because of the great feature of the roller, people love to use it. But they love to get into the corners and edges of your home. And because of this, with the continuously variable air cushion roller, we're able to now maximize the extension and minimize the distance between roller to wall. So you're able to get as close to the wall as possible. Now, with the OmniCyclone, with Powerboost, with Blast, and with the Ozmo Roller 2.0, the X11 also now comes with an advanced feature in space accessibility. Now we know there are different types of engineering and innovations that's in the market. A lot of them relies on sensors and AIs to detect trenches in your home. But to be honest, the home is very complex, right? And the robot, as of this moment, is not able to recognize everything. So it's a challenge for the AI solution to recognize ground obstacles less than 2 centimeters. And actually, more than 95% of ground obstacles at home is less than 2.4 centimeters of thresholds and stairs. So what we have done is we believe we have introduced Truepass. So instead of relying on software, we're relying on a robust hardware. This is an adaptive 4-wheel drive climbing system using extra wheels to conquer the barriers. So the Truepass is now able to climb over 2.4 centimeter threshold, continued thresholds up to 4 centimeters. And the ground obstacle cross rate is 100%. So you no longer have to deal with the robot now when looking forward to cross the threshold. It's there and it's calculating whether it can go or cannot go. So it can go over in one smooth pass. So with all the features, we believe cleaner is reassured. But I mentioned earlier, functionality, performance, what else? Intelligence. How about being smarter? Can the robot now become smarter with all the AI that's going on around us? Of course we can. So this year, we're launching an upgraded Eco. Let's look back. In 2021, as I mentioned on the Deebot X1, we launched the first embedded voice assistant. What you could do is now directly using voice control with the robot, no longer needed through your HomePod or your Alexa. And over the years, we have upgraded the product. In 2023, with the Eco 2.0, it has a home knowledge graph. It can understand complex sentences like this. Okay, Eco, clean the area in front of the sofa with more water. A complex command. 2024, we have introduced Eco GPT using a large language model. Okay, Eco, my friend is coming soon. Make it quick, right? So you can converse more naturally now with the robot. And 2025, as of now, we have done more than 800 million times of activation on Eco around the world. But what we also realize is, actually, some of the users, they want this to be better. So more than 80% of our users repeat the same order to Eco every day. They're not really using the complete feature of the Eco. And very often, they don't really use Eco to change robot settings. This is why this year, we're introducing Agent Eco. And Agent Eco is based on 3 fundamentals for the customer. Number 1, start in use. Number 1, use in ease. Number 2, use in ease. And number 3, fix in ease. I think outside of complex features, this is what the customers want. So now, with Agent Eco, when you open the box, turn the power on, you have an automatic walkthrough voice guidance on how to set up the product, how to set up the station, how to use all the functions of the product. It broadcasts to keep you updated on what's going on. And there's real-time Q&A on quick usage guidance. So easier than ever now, a customer is now able to pick up the robot and use it with ease. Number 2, use in ease. Eco is now able to consider what you consider, memorize your usage, details, and habits, consider ahead of you. What it can do now is do self-deep thinking. It can generate complete and best cleaning plan for you, and just for you, based on your habits and how you use the product at home. So it's like a little smart robot that's your companion, understands you, and fits to your habits. And number 3, fix in ease. With real-time voice feedback, with problem-solving guidance, real-time in-app solution with images and videos, you no longer have to worry about, should I contact an ECOVACS customer service? Should I take this product back? maintenance is easier than ever because now you're able to get all this amazing feature with Agent Eco. Our large language model is deeply connected to the robot and software. So whatever that goes on in the robot software is integrated with large language model. Right? So it really understands the robot and really understands you. So with the Deebot X11 Omnicyclone, this is the first robot with Powerboost technology, and we truly believe it's ahead of its peers. Thank you. So now X11 will join our ECOVACS robotics family with our WinBots, with our other Deebots, with our GOATs, our robotic lawnmower. And we hope as our customer gets their hands on the robot, they're going to love this product. Because a lot of innovation, a lot of engineering have gone behind the scenes on creating this amazing product. And as you can see, we believe it will be a pioneering product for the industry. Now, as I said earlier, today I'm not just representing ECOVACS, I'm also representing Tineco, our sister brand. So, over 27 years, we have created amazing vacuums. We have created now amazing robots. And under the Tineco brand, we have created a new amazing way to clean with the wet and dry vacuum system. So very proudly we can say Tineco is the world's #1 wet and dry vacuum cleaners brand in the world. It's a brand trusted by millions around the world. And as we can see, the category is also one of the fastest category in the industry. And over the years as well, so many more innovations have come through Tineco to the industry. For example, HyperSteam, right? Using steam to clean the floor with the roller. For example, brush cleaning, keeping the roller completely clean so it no longer has contamination. For example, iLoop, right? So this is using sensing software to understand whether the floor is clean enough. Now, just like ECOVACS, Tineco develops its products by talking to the customers, asking the customers, what else can we improve? And this starts with the deep consumer insight. Are the customers truly satisfied with all the innovations that we have introduced? Are they truly satisfied with the wet and dry vacuum cleaner? Well, the answer is not yet. So, what do they not like? Well, there are still quite some problems. There are water stain that's left behind. It's unable to get underneath sofas or beds. It's still not dealing with stubborn stains as well as it should be. And of course, hair tangling. And ergonomically, with the weight distribution, it's still not easy enough to move the product around. So we're very proud to introduce 3 new products under Tineco today. The Floor One S9 Scientist, the Station S9 Artist, and the Pure One A90S. Let's start with the S9 Scientist. It's all about precision clean. Clean as well as should be. To start, streak-free. We have introduced the tunnel magnetoresistance magnetic sensing technology. So what it is by using sensors and software, when lifting to suction on the push, the flap in the front of the product lifts up when you're pushing, so it's able now to draw in more dust, draw in more liquids from the floor. And when pulling back, it lowers to sweep away water on the pole. And the scraper automatically, as you push to the wall, automatically lowers to ensure precise edge and corner cleaning. So when the customers complain about water residue, I believe it's going to be solved with streak-free. Number 2, hyper stretch. It's now able to stretch the product 180 degrees, completely lowering itself underneath any surfaces. And because we have redistributed how the motor and the water tank is distributed, you no longer worry about water tank leakage back into the motor. So it's very thin and very powerful. Number 3, hydro burst. It's now using a high pressure spray. When you're pushing onto the Tineco S9 Scientist, by the press of a button, using hydro burst, you're able to use pressurized water to hit onto the stain and try to dissolve the stain. And pulling the stain back, when pushing and pulling, you're able to now lift back up the stain. So it's pointed at the angle at a 15 degree with the spray angle. Dual block. When customers talk about hair entanglement, because the hair gets stuck on the roller, what we have done is with a patented design of the dynamic dual block system, right? So the hair is now no longer stuck onto the roller, where we have teeth at the back of the roller to break away the hair. And of course, this is powered by a strong suction power, 22,000 Pa. Hair is instantly removed. So beyond precision clean, our customers want more than just cleaning. The other features here listed are Smooth Drive AI, where we're using sensors and software because with a gyro that's built in, the robot is now able to sense whether you're trying to go left, right, front, and back, and the motors automatically adjust itself with the right amount of force applied. So you're no longer pushing with too much weight or feel it's tough to hold this product for a very long time. And we've added a long-last battery inside, now able to keep runtime up to 60 minutes on one cycle. And when you're putting the product back up into a station, it's able to now go into silent drive mode. So with only 45 decibels, you no longer hear when the roller is being cleaned in a very, very silent environment. And all of this is packed up in a beautiful design. We call this the cyberpunk design. You're now able to get system displays right in front of the product, whether it's charging, drying, or dirt detection. So it's a really beautiful product. I'm looking forward for you guys to experience later on and try it out. Now, also with the Floor 1 Station S9 Scientist, what we have done is the industry first smart refresh station with a water tank that's up to 5 liters. It's also now able to heat up water in the water tank. So when you're taking the S9 Scientist away from the water tank, it's actually refilled in its water tank with hot water. So by using hot water to clean the floor, we're able to deal with stains much, much better. And compared to others which heat up water in the product itself, because of the power supply, it damages the battery over time. So by heating up the water in the station, we're able to get a safer and long-lasting battery on the product. And by having hot water with steam burst, we're able to get up to 117 degrees Celsius. And you no longer need to worry about water refills every day. So hands-free water refill for 7 days by using the S9 Artist Smart Refresh Station. It also comes with the industry's first EV-grade pouch battery, just like ECOVACS using pouch battery. It's able now to increase runtime up to 90 minutes, completely covering 300 square meters. And we know this because really the wet and dry vacuum is now becoming more of a mainstream product that people use more and more, because you're no longer just picking up dust, but also tough stains and liquids compared to a traditional vacuum. And because of this, the customers are using this product more and more, and we want to satisfy their use. So with the Floor 1 S9 Scientist, with Station S9 Artist, all of the features in streak-free, dual block, hydro burst, smooth drive AI, silent dry, smart refresh system, hyper stretch, all of this now packed up beautifully in the Floor 1 S9 Scientist and the Station S9 Artist. Now, back to where we begin. We started making vacuums, great vacuums. Even though over the years, yes, we have transitioned into robotic vacuums, into wet and dry vacuums, but we still have a soft spot for vacuums in our hearts. So today we're introducing the One A90S. We believe this is the smartest vacuum that we have ever created, right? By leveraging, again, our software, our sensor technologies. We truly believe we have built not just a good vacuum, but a very good, very smart vacuum. It comes in 4 features: floor type smart detection, smart lift, 150-degree angle of the smart headlight, and smart maintenance. Now let's start with floor type smart detection. Because of understanding of sensors and software, the product is now able to, when pushed onto carpet, increase its beating frequency and roll speed up to 45%. So it's now cleaning better in deep carpets by beating the brush faster and picking up dust from deep carpets. And also, we have rebuilt our roller. It has now a 2-in-1 hard and soft bristle brush roll, able to deal with floor and carpets equally as well. Smart lift. This is perhaps my favorite feature. So when it's on, when we use vacuums in the past, very often we don't just push, but we have to lift the vacuum to pick up large particles. So by adding a smart lift in front of the vacuum, when you're pushing for large particles like coffee beans, it's able to lift its front flap up, picking up large particles inside, right? Or for tough pickup like deep carpets, it's able to use smart lift. When model off, it increases its vacuum efficiency for fine dust. Number 3, headlight. 150-degree wide-angle smart headlight. So the A90S now illuminates a larger area and clearly reveal dust particles as small as 2 millimeters. You're now able to get wider angle of view into longer distance, right? So it cleans better than ever. And of course, number 4, smart maintenance. We call this the scrape ring. So it's now able to deliver a better hands-free cleaning experience. Compared to just emptying the dustbin, with the scrape ring, you're now able to clean the entire inside of the cavity of the cyclone dust tank, right? So minimize wash, minimize dust particles that's left behind. So the One A90S, we really believe is one of the smartest vacuums you can find on market today. It has 270 watts suction power. It also comes with a 6400 milliamps battery. It has our pure cyclone technology. It has edge sense, dirt sense, smart lift. This is one of my favorite vacuums that we have ever created. I'm truly proud of this vacuum. So 27 years of creating great vacuums, great robots, great wet and dry. I think what I have presented today, you guys can really tell that we are an expert in this industry, and a lot of innovation are really pioneering for the industry. As you can see, the family of products and portfolios that's here, and you guys can experience all the great products at IFA today. And if you follow ECOVACS, you know we have a passion for creating great software with great innovation. And from floor cleaning, to vacuums, to robots, to wet and dry. But also not just this. We also are producing great robots for the window. We also are producing great robots for outdoor lawn mowing or even large commercial settings. Right? All of this is because of our history of creating and understanding this product. So hopefully you guys love the products that we have introduced today. Hopefully you guys get your hands on these products, try them out, give us your feedback, because I really believe our customers will love these. Thank you very much.